Listen, Donald Trump is a piece of shit. Okay, we know that. Yes, yes. He is. He is. He is.
The room froze. Jasmine Crockett struck without warning. Her voice cut through the chamber like a blade, sharp, merciless, and deliberate. She didn't soften the blow, didn't search for polite words. She came to destroy Trump's shield from the very first line. Each word landed like a verdict. Cameras zoomed in, capturing every flicker of her expression, every calculated gesture. The audience split in half. Some erupted in applause, others hissed in outrage, but no one could look away. Trump sat at the center of it all. His face stiffened, then twisted with anger. But the tone had already been set. This wasn't going to be a debate. This was a trial by fire. And Jasmine Crockett had lit the match.
I mean, when you have low IQ people like Crockett, she's a very low IQ person.
Trump lashed back in the only way he knew how: insults. His voice thundered, calling Crockett low IQ, dismissing her as if humiliation could erase the accusations. The words echoed across the chamber, crude, desperate, and rehearsed. Beside him, his lawyer leaned forward, papers trembling in his hands. He whispered frantically, urging Trump to hold back, to keep control, but the damage was already done. The insult hung in the air, a toxic cloud that only fueled Crockett's fire. Jasmine didn't flinch. She leaned into the attack, letting the audience see the contrast. A woman armed with documents, facts, and precision, facing a man hiding behind bluster and rage. The stage was set, Crockett against Trump, with his lawyer powerless to shield him from what was coming next.
She became a career prosecutor while he became a career criminal. With 34 felonies, 2 impeachments, and 1 porn star to prove it.
Crockett's voice sharpened like a hammer striking steel. She laid out the charges one by one: the hush payments, the falsified accounts, the signatures that tied directly back to Trump. Every phrase hit with the weight of evidence. She didn't just accuse, she indicted. 30 felonies, 2 impeachments, and scandals etched into the record. The chamber buzzed, reporters' pens flying, cameras flashing as if history was being written live. Trump's lawyer scrambled, trying to interrupt, but every word of defense fell flat, drowned by the force of Crockett's delivery. She reminded the audience that while Trump hid behind lawyers, she had built her career in courts, and she knew exactly how to dismantle a criminal. The crowd roared. Some shouted in disbelief, others in triumph, but the truth was undeniable. Crockett wasn't just grilling Trump. She was dismantling him piece by piece, leaving his lawyer powerless to stitch him back together.
I'll tell you what, CNN should be ashamed of itself having you working for them. You are a rude, terrible person. You shouldn't be working for CNN. Go ahead.
Trump exploded. His face flushed red, his voice cracked with fury. He lunged forward, shouting the same lines he had once hurled at reporters, trying to drown out Crockett's accusations with sheer volume. The words weren't a defense. They were an outburst, raw and uncontrolled. The lawyer raised his hands, begging for calm, but Trump shoved the papers aside, glaring at Crockett with the rage of a man cornered. His tirade filled the chamber, but instead of silencing her, it only amplified the sense of desperation. Jasmine stood steady, letting him burn himself out. The contrast was brutal. Trump raging like a storm, Crockett unshaken, her silence slicing sharper than any insult. The audience erupted, half in jeers, half in stunned gasps, as the spectacle spiraled into chaos. For the first time, Trump looked less like the master of the stage and more like a man unraveling before the world.
So took this as an opportunity to again flex on MAGA and let them know that I will always be smarter than you.
Crockett leaned in, her words cutting through the noise like a blade. She reminded the room, and the cameras broadcasting across the nation, that this wasn't just about Trump. It was about the movement he built, the cult of loyalty that believed money and lawyers could bury the truth. She declared that no legal trick, no hidden payment, no smear could outlast the facts. Her voice grew stronger with every word, rising above the clamor, forcing even her critics to hear the message. Intelligence, law, and truth would always outmatch lies and fear. Trump sat silent now, his lawyer slumped beside him, papers crumpled in defeat. The outburst had passed, but the damage remained. The image of Crockett's final strike, cool, precise, devastating, was the one that would replay endlessly on every screen. And as the session closed, her words lingered like a verdict. The truth had spoken, and no amount of power could erase